Hello and welcome to my channel. This is my Sleeping Giant save with Borussia Monchengladbach. We're just coming to the end of the first season. It's been an ups and down this season. We thought I was in with a chance of getting a sack after the first half of the season, but I've managed to rally the troops second half, and yeah, we're in a respectable position. We're sixth in the league. That was our target. We've come on very strong in the later stages of the season. We're back today as we have Borussia Dortmund, which is their second, so that'll be a good gauge to see where we are. A couple more draws than I'd have liked to see, but we've dominated in every one of these games. I mean, we should really, or I believe we should have come away with a win. We've created chances. It just wasn't to be. Still a couple of players short to what I'd like to have, squad-wise. Oh, it's easier to show you on the tactics, to be honest. So yeah, it hasn't changed a lot. We're still persevering with the 4-2-3-1, which I think I brought out at the end of the last save to try and turn things around, and it has done that. So yeah, it's going well. Finances, not so good. All right, we're slightly over on the wage budget. And last time I tried, they wouldn't allow me to move. Oh, they are now. Not that there's a lot there. That'll be my transfer budget gone, and I'm still slightly under, slightly over rather on the budget. Yeah, I've spent every penny that they've given me on players. I'm pretty sure we've done a transfer thing. I've got a number of players now who are coming in. Yeah, we have gone a little bit. A lot of these are my youth players, mind. But I've also got a couple that I'm quite interested in seeing how they develop and come out. So, as you can see, it has been quite busy since Christmas. Also got rid of a few players just to get a bit of cash into the club and try and But overall, it's going well. Like I said, I've just signed a new 3-year contract, which I'm more than happy about. It gives me I say security. They'll sack me tomorrow if things go wrong, won't they? It doesn't mean anything in that regard, but it's nice to know that the work I'm doing has earned me a 3-year contract, because earlier when I asked that, they wouldn't entertain give me the contract. So obviously we failed in the polka. We went out to Dortmund, who were playing at the end of this week. But everything else, I'm ticking the boxes. That's the main thing. Signed player self-profit, we're not going to see that for till next season. I would have thought middle to end of next season. I'm not signing any players over the age of 23, 24, 25 at a push. But everything else, this is what we're trying to do. So it's been going well. And it's just came up that the board are looking to, the chairman is looking to step aside, and fingers crossed that's going to bring a huge amount of money into the club. I don't think it ever works that way, not for me anyway so far. So we're back now. We're playing Borussia Dortmund away. It's not going to be an easy game, is it? It's we're sitting sixth. Sixth is where we're meant to be. We can't finish any higher, but obviously we could finish out of the European places, which would be bad, because that would be both visions failed. Okay, so I do need to, and the only time I've come close to sack is when I've dropped out of this. So we do need to keep that going. So we're Dortmund away, and then we've got a couple of easy games. Well, I say easy, none of them seem easy. 7th and 16th. So the one against, we play Borussia Dortmund and Bayer, because obviously, sorry, I've clicked the wrong bit again. It's alright, my batteries are going in my mouth, so I need to get some new ones. But anyway, Bayer are below us in the league, so I thought this would be the ideal 2 games rather than the actual final game. Just so you can see how we're going, how we're playing, how the new formation's working. So it's a positive pressing style. Little tweaks here and there. You'll see. we do a lot of closing down with this. I do ask a lot of the players; they should be fit enough, especially at this stage of the season. Um, that's one good thing about Germany. The games aren't really that thick and fast like they are in the Premiership and that. So yeah, we're away at Dortmund. Dortmund need to win. We give them 65, 6 points with 6 to play for. They're not. I wouldn't think with the goal difference they've got any hope of overtaking Bayern. But yeah, they're going to be out for the win. But we want it as well. So my main boy is back, but he's not fit. But he can play 45 minutes. So he's going to play 45 minutes because this guy is something to behold when he starts playing. Pure quality, really is. So one of the best signings I've made this season. He's got all the stats. He's become a wonder kid since he was with us, or he did before he got injured. He's just been out for about 4 weeks. But yeah, absolutely fantastic. He's only going to play the first half, but you're playing your best top game of the season or toughest game of the close season, end of the season. We need our best players on the park, even if it is only for 45 minutes. So we are doing well. We're unbeaten in about 5 or 6. The players are playing well. We still got silly passes in us. We still got silly little mix-ups in the penalty box that end up in a goal. So yeah, and this is the team. They rolled us over in the cup and in the league both the first time we played them. So yeah, it'd be nice to see now how we do here at Borussia Dortmund. See whether we are good enough to challenge them. And you go Elvedi, and I'm hoping that our closing in that. But of course, it might be that some of the players don't turn up in a big game. And there you go, Fredericks in with the tackle. I still hate that every time you make a tackle, it always rolls to one of their players. And then they get forward and score from it. 9 minutes. Okay, so it is Dortmund, he says. Yeah, that tackle. And then, yeah, Reyes gets it back in. Reina, Hazard. They made that look easy, didn't they? They made us look normal there. So I've got to hope we do step it up a little bit. Let's encourage the boys a bit, get them going. But yeah, I find it very difficult to actually win possession of the ball when you've got a good passing team. Oh no. So I've just spent 5 minutes bragging up how much better we are. And here we are at Dortmund, and we're not. I can't believe what I'm seeing here. This is just... I mean, I know they're quality, don't get me wrong, and I mean, we have to compete with these, and I have only brought in a couple of players and a different tactic, but we've got to show up. We can't not be here, guys. Yeah, they're absolutely trouncing us, aren't they, at the minute? All over us. So we need to keep this tight now. Well, to 2-0 for half time. It doesn't look like we're doing absolutely anything in this game except conceding goals. I haven't seen any of what I've been talking about, the pressing, the passing. Maybe in the next game. What do you reckon? Because this could, we're not even at half time and this could become embarrassing. And in behind again, it's just, and where, oh dear, oh dear. Summer is somebody I want to replace. I like him as a keeper. He's had a cracking career, and he does help out. He's still a good keeper, but I want to get a worldie in there. A current, somebody that's, got their career ahead of them rather than behind them. So this has been woeful. Absolutely woeful. And it's not about exacting revenge, it's about actually doing ourselves a bit of justice. We haven't secured qualification for Europe, and we really need to. So I've got to stop it now, gents, before this plays, because I need to get him off. I can't have him getting injured again. I'm going to give little Paulinho a go. I'm trying to rotate some of my youngsters through. it's been working quite nice. I think that's why we picked up a few draws. But the way I look at it, as long as I mean, Van der Ven, he's really. I'm not going to say anything. He's really come along well. I was going to say, but oh dear, that's better now. Let's get this down, please. I've moved him from centre forward out into the attacking midfield. Burkhardt's really come along well. That was poor, but he's banged in a few goals for us, and yeah, they're fired up. They're going for it. Did I demand more already? No, we're going to do it now. And even though it's Dortmund, we're going attacking. I know at the start of the game I paid the penalty for being too attacking. But hey, I believe we might as well lose 3-0 as lose 2-0 and go out without even putting up a bit of a firework. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, we're doing absolutely nothing, guys. I can't believe it's probably not the best game to invite you back to watch to see how we're developing. We are, I promise you. I mean, we wouldn't be six, would we, if we weren't? We are a lot better than this. It's just that Dortmund are a lot better than us. So we're up to 70 minutes. I'm going to get a few changes in here. Alvide is struggling. That's going to go to Mr. Scaly. Frederick's off. Thor's in. He's played quite well. He's on loan. I'm not really going to put an offer in for him, I don't think. And I'm going to put Nador in there. Nador, because I don't want to pay out the money that he gets if he plays too many more games. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. We keep one in the bank because Burkhardt's playing a 6, which is absolutely appalling, and I will get Thurman on, and I'm in for a penny in it. Let's go. So let's have a look. Paulino crosses the ball eye into the box, way too much on it, and but we've picked it up. We're playing it around. Paulino again, back to Benzabani, to Theo, Van der Ven, and he's done it again. Do you know that guy's been solid for me for the last 5 or 6 games, playing really, really solid. And again, we get a tackle, we don't pick the ball up, and they really need to sort that out in the game because, you know, if you win a tackle, at least half of the time you come away with the ball, don't you? You know, if you're the tackling player, because the other player is going to fall over and roll around, making out that you've took his leg off. And here's Thuram, he's better than that. But we're creating chances. That's somewhat more than we did in the first game, anyway. So, but yeah, it's been a poor. I was worried that some of the players wouldn't turn up. There's a lot of this team is what I've inherited, but they are playing my way. You know, so that sort of bounces off itself, doesn't it? You know, in the way that we're allowing them to play the ball about. And oh dear, what's Summer doing there? He dived before the guy had even shot. And this is what I mean, that's in his game at the minute. I'm disappointed. I love to win. I hate losing. And I mean, that's pathetic. I'm speechless, guys, because I honestly expected us to put on a bit of a game for you today, and you know, and there you go. There's a goal back. That's Plie is a very good player. I've just slapped like 22 or 23 million on him because a lot of teams are sniffing around, and he's not valued at a lot, to be honest, at the minute. But a cracking header, good cross, cracking header, 10 minutes. Let's demand more. We're going attacking. Let's see if we can grab let's see if we can grab at least a second to make it look like we made a game of it. Cross deep to the back post and Gomo. And they're just outplaying us, aren't they? We haven't competed with them anywhere on the pitch, have we? So we're, you know, the build is still well and truly on and needs doing. And I just hope we've got lucky and this kept us. They didn't do themselves proud. I'm going to point my finger and tell them I didn't like it because I didn't. And if you want to be because you were one of the worst players on the park, my boy, You really were. And yeah, luckily we've managed to stay there. We've got 2 games left. The Bayer game is going to be a big one, isn't it, guys? If we beat them, then maybe we stay up. Well, when I say stay up, I mean stay in the European qualification spots, which is what we need. And yeah, that was a hard watch, guys. That was a hard watch. And some good news then. A lot of the players that are injured have come through this week. They look to be a bit better. This is still going on. There was a mail earlier in the week about the takeover. They've begun the process of appointing a new president, so I'm not sure what that's going to mean, whether it's going to mean a cash injection or anything. We will see, I guess. So, tactics-wise, Alvadi's got to come out. He's injured, so Scully is a direct replacement for him. And I'm going to... Oh, I've still got a lot of injuries, haven't I? So yeah, a lot of unfit players at the moment are just coming back from injury. This is going to be the team anyway. I'm not going to change it a lot. I might put... No. No, I'm going to leave that as is for now, and we'll have a look at it when we get to the tactics screen. So Bayer 04 then, this is an important game. We need to win it. If we win it, we're then 5 points above them with 1 game to play. So that would pretty much ensure us, maybe not, because they can get 50, but then we'd have 51. So yeah, if we win, we've qualified. We've done our bit. So this is a big game. We really do need to step up and win this. So I'm tempted to put... I've done this before as well, haven't I? I've changed a goalie and paid the price, but he isn't a bad keeper. He's 22 years old. He is the future. Let's risk it. Let's risk it. Live and learn in it. Take a risk. So we're going to play with Hiddle in goal. With Scally, Frederick, Benzabani and Van der Ven across the back four. Hopefully these guys are going to show you how they are playing in a minute. I got pretty much settled midfield. Kone's made the place his own. Riegel comes in and out with whoever wants the game, or I think I want to change it around a bit because they're all able to play there. And in fact, I am going to make that change again. So Magno is back to full fitness, so he'll be playing the entire game in the attacking midfield role. Plea and Ngumo are my wide players, and Burkhardt is held on to his starting place up front. So yeah, that's the team today. That's the team we're going to send out and hopefully do this Bayer 04 over. The players seem to like the squad sheet. Yeah, so this is a win-win, isn't it? We must win. It's not going to praise, is it? We've got to point a finger and just tell them straight that that's what we need to do. I'm not going to get into too much in this one. I don't want too much on their minds. I just want them to win the blooming game. So yeah, and here we go. So hopefully you're going to see the real us, or the us against the not elite teams of this league. I mean, I know it's a 2, possibly 3 team league, but yeah, we want to be the best of the rest sort of next season, and then pushing on the season after that, don't we? And here you go, good defending, and Gumu picks the ball up, plays it out wide for Burkhardt. Burkhardt runs onto it. He takes it wider. He's going to drive for that touchline and get the cross in, hopefully, and he has, and it's straight to... Sorry, guys, speechless there, Magno, and what a goal. What a lovely bit of play. We picked the ball up on the edge of our area, won the ball, got it down, passed it out wide for Burkhardt to run onto. He drew the defence out with him, and then he crosses it into the middle. Absolutely inch perfect. And Magno just banged that in. And that's what he does. He can play up front, but coming through from that attacking midfield, we didn't see it against Dortmund. Dortmund are just too savvy for us, aren't they? But you're going to see a bit of a show today, I hope, from our guys. So Frederick, picks the ball up, plays it out wide to Van de Ven. He surges past his opponent and he's looking to play it down that wing. Oh, he's overrun it again. Perhaps he does need to be dropped and rebooted, if you like, to get him back to where he was. He's almost like he's took the place for granted now, and we really need to start snapping into these tackles and winning these second balls. And Hudson-Odoi out to Frimpong, back in. We've headed it clear. Are we gonna? And it's back, and it's Wirtz, and oh my word! Oh, guys. The only positive of that is that I don't think Summer would have saved it either, because let's be honest, this is a cracker when it comes back here. Well, he got a bit fortunate with it. Oh, that makes me even, the 2 rebounds and just set it up on a plate for him. Still, early days. Come on, guys. But again, I'm worrying because some of the form stats are dropping, but we'll have a look at that at half time. Oh, if we can get in there at 1-1, that is. He's done me straight away, hasn't he? A lovely little chip. Oh, keeper did well there. Come out, made himself big, made him take the chip early, and he just got it wrong. So let's go and drive a few into these guys. And that's a little bit too nice. Because I really don't like what I'm seeing. So we fired him up. I'm going to demand more. And we're going to do that usual, guys. We're going attacking. I want to win this game. I want to qualify for Europe. I mean, a draw isn't the end of the world, but I play games to win, not to draw. So we're looking here now. We've got a few players that are dropping off fitness. We get to 70 and then have a look at it. Right, let's make some changes. Because a few of these boys are starting to tire. Van de Ven's definitely coming off. Nets can go on for him. It's a like-for-like change, literally. Yeah, they could all be making mistakes. So Theo's going to come in. And he is going to replace Spencer Barney, who's not playing very well today. Who else have we got that might not be playing well? No, everybody else is playing okay. So we need, well, not, but, nervous. We've got room for nervousness in here, so let's get Thuram on. See if he can turn it around. So I think I can do that. No, they don't, so I'll leave it as it is. Thuram could do that. That's it. That's the one I normally do. So yeah, so that's 3. And Dora's going to come on. I'm tempted to push him out to there and bring him out and put Dora on. Because Andorra is quite a creative little player, actually. So that's 4, and we'll keep 1 back, just in case. So yeah, here we go. Last 15 minutes. It would be nice to get the win. I know that we're going to be in Europe next season. Long ball into the box, covered there. Scally didn't get up. Yeah, stay on your feet, guys. And this is a worry. This is a worry. Oh, again, a little deflection is falling to them. This game does like to keep you on the edge of your seat, doesn't it? Like I said, a draw's not the end of the world. We've got to get to the end of the road first. Come on, guys. Get stuck in. That's the hammer. And the keeper should gather that. Beautiful. And again, I don't feel that you've seen us playing like I've seen us play in all those games we went unbeaten. But it's the curse of the camera, I guess. So Nets has picked the ball up, driving down, turns, plays it back in field to Theo. Kone picks it up, passes it to Ndora. Ndora lays it off to Thuram, picks it back up, he's through on goal. Oh, and that was a good effort, but keeper did well. And again, in their case, the ball bounces safe rather than to my striker. Theo's going to win that, nods it down to Neos. It plays it back into Theo. Theo plays it centre field to Frederick. Frederick forward to Kone, who turns, lobs it over the back. Play it through. That's a penalty, referee. That is a penalty. Referee, that is rubbish. Couldn't make it up sometimes, could you? In fact, I'm surprised that the ref hasn't given them a penalty for that challenge. Really am. Because that's how it seems to work sometimes. But anyway, we're not out of it. It's last few seconds. Frederick to Kone. Kone back to Frederick. Frederick plays it across field, and that's the end of the game, guys. 1-1 away at a team that was very beatable. But we're there. We're 49. They're 46. Oh, they haven't played yet. Oh. Let's have a look and see what happens. Sorry, guys. I'm just going to try and... I'm not sure when they play, but we'll try and go on so you can just see how the league looks going into the final week of the season. Because what I'll do is I'll do the end of season review and the transfer in the next video. That's just escape, so that's alright. So we're going to lose a few, but that's fine. That's all part of it. So yeah, the main games are going to be played now. So after this, we should see where everybody is for the final game of the season and what we need to do. And the takeover's completed. And where's my money? Personal message. I want to thank you for your patience and dedicated successful time. There are no plans to provide the club with any investment at this stage. What was the point? What was the point if... I really don't know. I don't get that. Well, they have, haven't they? They've put £11 million into the club, which has cleared their deficit. So that's fine. So the games are coming up now then. So we're looking at Mainz, who are at home to Stuttgart. So 8th against 9th. So I'm hoping Stuttgart's going to do me a favour here and hold out for a draw or even beat them. And then that would pretty much... So Mainz won. So I need a win really, because a point mightn't be enough if they slap a few goals in. So it's going into the last game. Right, that's it for today then, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, leave a like and don't forget to tap that subscribe. Thank you.